Hi, Raina Royan here with Haverhill Community Television, also here with Northern Essex Community College on a pretty great day here in Haverhill. One of its favorite sons have come back, Tom Bergeron, and here for a book signing. I'm hosting as fast as I can. In catching some snippets, you said that what happened to you in your career may be due to serendipity. I caught that right off the bat, that it may be a sequence of events that kind of were lucky that you ended up going through. But in looking over your career, with all of the stuff that you've done, I mean, the mayor said right off the bat, WHAV at 17, moving up through People Are Talking, WBZ, Good Morning America. It seems that every place you've gone, Hollywood Squares with an Emmy and such, you've been very well welcomed. Maybe instead of serendipity, it's just talent. Do you think
Well, thank you for that. I think that the serendipity aspect really comes into play when as I was looking at the trajectory of my career, which I liken to sort of having all of the cohesiveness of a hostage note. One job doesn't logically lead to another usually. I went from a daytime talk show on the Fox network where one of my co-hosts was a puppet to being under contract to replace Charlie Gibson on Good Morning America, to doing Hollywood Squares with Whoopi Goldberg, to hosting a celebrity ballroom competition. So when you say it like that, it doesn't have a really clear trajectory. So there is an element of serendipity. I think I'll accept your compliment, thank you, that people would say, okay, he seems good in this format, maybe he's what we want on this show. And that certainly played a part. And it goes back to what I've always told broadcasting students, whether you're at a major market station or a 1,000-watt daytimer, which is where I started here in Haverhill, you never know who's listening, so give it your best shot. Always go on the air, assuming that your next job is lurking out there among your listeners or viewers. Don't just phone it in, because that's just not a way to build a career.
But it also seems that you have definitely the gift of gab. And that has to be some talent. I mean, with the whole Seinfeld joke of, the things that people fear the most, the two top things are public speaking and then death. So people would rather be in the coffin than giving the eulogy. That has to have, you have to have maybe that ingrained in you a little bit, that's in your DNA, that you can actually stand up there and come up with the jokes instead of kind of freezing. I've
died while being on stage, so I've had both of them happen at once. So you roll with it, you just, I enjoy it. It's what I've always wanted to do in some capacity. So it's sort of in the DNA, but you get up there and you die sometimes too, so you get two for the price of one.
Northern Essex Community College has a great communications program. If students were watching this and were able to talk to you about communications or getting into this field, starting at a young age, you've already given a glimpse of that, but what would you say to students here at the college or students in the community who maybe would like to follow your path in hosting shows?
Well, I would tell them to start their own path, seriously, because you can't follow my path, because I started it back in 1972. It was a very different landscape in broadcasting then. So the only thing I would say is, if you've got a fire in your gut, trust it, keep stoking that fire, don't listen to naysayers, and if it's something you love, go for it, whatever it is. But as flattering as the phrase is, follow in your footsteps, the truth is you want to blaze your own trail. You don't want to be sort of a Xerox copy of somebody else or a modern day equivalent. You want to look. I'm inspired by certain people that I watched growing up, everybody from silent film comedians to Johnny Carson to Carl Reiner, who's a friend, and people like that. But my trail is, because of my circumstances, inevitably going to be different than theirs. I can be inspired by elements of it, but we're all going to make our own road,
So before I let you go, I have to ask you one last question. Why should I know the name Randy Wonder?
Why should you know the name Randy Wonder? That, from my brief film career, did you see that? Have you
No,
seen
I
it?
haven't, but I did catch the name, and it's
Did
supposed
you
to be
really?
out this year, I believe.
It's
isn't it?
well, I don't know. It'll probably go straight to DVD or straight to somebody's basement. As a favor to a friend who works at ABC, I did a cameo in a movie starring Patrick Warburton and Andy Dick, and I play Randy Wonder, the owner of Wonder Burgers, and I'm an acolyte of Andy Dick's sort of cultish organization. And it was really a lot of fun. It was just a day's, flew into LA, shot for a day with Patrick and Andy, and I don't have no idea what it looks like. But thanks for bringing it up.
Looking forward to seeing
Me
it.
too, actually. Me too.
Thanks very much. It's
Pleasure.
great to have
bet.
you back in the city. Thanks so much for doing this with us.
Thank you very much. Thanks.